fatigued and can barely make it through the day without some type of caffeine?
Are you on a journey of healing your body but need a little help?
Then alkaline water is what you really need.
Alkaline water has many benefits. Alkaline water can help restore pH balance in your body. Consuming beverages such as soda and coffee can make your body acidic.
Did you know that too much acid in your body has been linked to an anemia, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, and other chronic conditions like gout and arthritis?
Those who use alkaline water have reported increased energy levels, clearer skin, reduction in inflammation, better digestion, and many other health benefits. I've used alkaline water for years, and it's been instrumental in sustaining my health when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Are you ready to take responsibility for your body's health?
If the answer is yes, then our alkaline water is just what you need. Bring your own bottles. It's only $3 for each gallon. To place an order or for more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. Thank you in advance for your support.
Hi, my name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am your announcer for today. Welcome to the Toma Nation's weekly Sunday worship service from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street here in Chicago, Illinois, and also live on Facebook. If you would like more information, you can reach us at www.facebook.com/TomaNation2 or give us a call at 773-952-8302. Now I'm going to recite our opening. In the name of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, and the one who made time the seed of the universe, known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aten, among the Hebrews as Ansar, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims and Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jah Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribes of West Africa as Odumare, Eshu, and many other Orisha names. I bear witness that all of these names refer to the same one, Almighty Spirit, and it is to that essence which I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, the descendants of those black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the Lost 13 tribe, born in North America and are of a Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the earth flows through our veins. I greet you in the ancient but holy words of peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Now I am going to recite the 13 points of what we believe and know. Number 1. We believe and know that we are not to repeat the mistakes of the past prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator of the heavens and earth. Number 2. We believe and know that we can only establish an economic base through the application of the knowledge of self and the incorporation of the ideologies of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Ben Ami. Number 3. We believe and know that the prophets and messengers of the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kemetic holy books were all black. Number 4. We believe and know that Jesus Christ of 2,000 years was and is a black man. Number 5. We believe and know that the knowledge of the Almighty Creator goes beyond books written by the prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator. Number 6. We believe and know that in order to promote and coordinate unity, we must first recognize and accept the uniqueness of being able to worship our Creator, regardless of religious denomination, name, title, ritual, particular dress, or holy book, as long as it recognizes the Almighty Creator of the heavens, earth, and the universe as supreme. Number 7, we believe and know that it is impossible to tell the truth without exposing the wicked governments of the world. Number 8, we believe and know that the United States government, in collaboration with other European nations, have a denial objective to exterminate dark-skinned people of color off the earth through the act of genocide. Number 9, we believe and know that some of the most effective methods that are being used today are AIDS, birth control, alcohol and drug abuse, vaccinations, gang and domestic violence, systematic elimination of trauma centers, the public school system, and public aid within the Black communities of America and the world. Number 10, we believe and know that the last trick that Satan is playing on us is the dividing of us by our religious differences, religious gangbanging. Number 11, we believe and know that the conflict between the various religions are comparable to the conflict between various street gangs within the inner cities of America. Number 12, we believe and know that the war on drugs and gangs is a diabolical plot to disarm the Black community of weapons, break up the Black family, withdraw our constitutional rights, also kill and incarcerate young Black males under the undercover code name Able 2029. And number 13, we believe and know that every letter, shape, sound, and numerical value contains esoteric information that completely transcends the specific contextual meaning of the word. Our purpose: to bring about the growth of a righteous community in accordance with the laws of the Creator of the universe, under the leadership and guidance of Brother Minister Raheem Kossed Otten, to provide solutions to the social and economic ills that plague the communities of urban America. Our goal: to re-educate and retrain youth and young adults to develop positive moral values as an alternative to delinquent behaviors, because you can't rebuild a community and not rebuild the minds of the residents of the community to meet the responsibilities of maintaining the community's image. Our mission: to enhance the economic development of our communities by establishing businesses, real and personal properties, thereby creating jobs and/or entrepreneurship training programs that will reverse the concept of leaving the community to buying back the community. Our motto: let your light so shine before men that they shall see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Now we're going to recite our salute to the red, black, and green flag. Everyone put your right fist in the air and repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it, great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it, this flag of mine. Here's to the black of it, 400 million's back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it, oh flag of mine. Here's to the green of it, young men and women shall dream of it, face shots and shells for it, maidens shall sing of it, waving so high. Here's to the whole of it, colors bright and pole of it, pleased is my soul with it, regardless of what is told of it. Thanks to God for giving it, this great flag of mine. Please keep your right fist raised high in the air as we sing our Black National Anthem.
Rejoicing, rise high as the
Black power, black power, black power. Black power is the power to define, develop, and defend that which is in the best interest of Black people.
Peace. In the name of the everlasting Father, he that causes all that exists to exist, he that is self-existent, he who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, he who made time, the seed of the universe. He's known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aten, among the Hebrews as Ansar, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims in the Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafaris as Jah Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribe as Olodumare, Obatala, and many other Orisha gods. But I bear witness that all of those names refer to the same, one, Almighty God. And it is to him whom I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, those children of those Black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are that lost 13 tribe, born here in North America, and that we are of a Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the world flow through our veins. I greet you all in the ancient but holy words of peace in many of the languages of our fathers, of Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Abarigani, Alafia, and Ashe. All greeting words and salutations of peace in the many different languages of our fathers. I greet you in peace and welcome. Welcome to the Temple of Mercy Association, AKA the Toma Nation, located 838 West on Marquette Road, here in Chicago, Illinois. I am Brother Minister Raheem Kassir Aten, founder of this great movement, but yet co-founder under the creator himself, who would actually be the true founder of the Toma Nation, aka Temple of Mercy Association, along with the assistant minister of this movement, Minister Kenneth Cox, and the first lady of this movement, Sister Makita Aisha Aten. Today, I welcome you into my world. And as you know, we do what we call a prescribed reading. And our prescribed reading for today, and if you go back into this month and look at any of our lectures, you will know or know by now what our prescribed reading for this month would be. Today's prescribed reading for this month is called Powernomics, and the author of the book is Dr. Claude Anderson. I don't have it to show to you right now because I believe in my heart that if there's some challenges going on in your movement, in your house, in your neighborhood, in your community, and among your people, and it looks as though it's not being addressed, then I think you have to push some things to the side so that you can address those things that might or that are affecting the Black community. Temple of Mercy Association, aka Toma Nation, is a all-inclusive Black conscious righteous movement dedicated to the upliftment of Black people in the United States of America. You know, to talk about economics, which is what Claude Anderson spoke on. He called it Powernomics. And when he put the book out, we had 5 years to do what he asked us to do, to get ourselves in an economic position to be able to sustain ourselves as a people. He came up with different methods. You have to get the book yourself. You can get it on Amazon. And last month, we were talking about a guy by the name of S.B. Fuller. Again, a guy who helped Black people economically by going into business for himself, and not only going into business for himself, but creating businesses and hiring Black people to work in them. He hired majority Black people and a minority of white people. And we got the reverse effect at that time in the 20s and 30s and 40s of white people saying, hollering about discrimination and hollering about and boycotting against that big corporate enterprise because they were the minority at that time when it came to S.B. Fuller hiring our own. He did a lot of things that set examples for us to go by. And during that time when he was doing those things that he did for us to get us off the economic bottom, we were having some challenges still, even though we were supposed to be free, but we still had a monkey on our back. And brothers and sisters, that monkey was called racism. That monkey was called white people who still did not accept that we were supposed to be free, or that did not accept that we were human beings, but still thought and still think today that we are 3/5. And so today, I don't think we can keep looking at all of what we need to be doing economically, especially if we still ain't done it, and mostly everything that we've done has been torn down. I even know, as a matter of fact, a man by the name of Samuel Wilson, who back in the 60s created businesses, had 2 grocery stores, a laundromat, a hardware, a cleaners, all right, and was thriving in Inglewood. And today, he's deceased. He even had land in Indiana. And today he is deceased, and he has none of that to pass down to anyone. So again, we got to look at this thing. We have some serious challenges, see, that we keep trying to come up economically, but we don't want to close that gap that's in that bucket that got a hole in it, and it's called how to sustain Black business. But even in that, if we just walk around looking at how to sustain Black business, walk around looking at how many businesses can we create, look in our community and see commercial spaces ready to be rented and nobody's renting them, and whatever it is, I want to say something to you that if we overlook it, we're just as guilty of some of our Black men and women who considered themselves successful in the 20s and 30s, and they overlooked it. Brothers and sisters, we've been catapulted back into the past to where we have sundown towns, modern day lynchings, and all kinds of police brutality and violence against us as a people. But yet, we want to talk about going into business. But yet we got people getting shot in front of the business. We got people getting shot inside the business. We got people getting shot, getting out of their car to go into the business, but yet we want to keep talking about going into business, but we don't want to address the issue. How can you talk about Black economics when Black death seems to be the economic engine that's fueling somebody's pocketbook? And it ain't ours. And I'm saying that we got gun violence throughout the community, all over in the weekend. people getting shot, sitting in the car, outside of the car, in the house. I don't care where you go. You can be shot and killed wherever you're going to church on Sunday, or shoot in church. Martin Luther King's mother got shot in church. Martin Luther King's mother on the organ, shot. That was gun violence back then. But look at it now. A flood of guns in our community. That's almost like a public lynching. So in a sense, we're lynching ourselves, and then we got white Ku Klux Klansmen lynching us right here in America now. On the 4th of July, over 400 men, white men, stood on Capitol Hill in white face masks, all right, holding up Confederate flags, like I told you that they were going to try their best to hold up a Confederate flag any chance they get. Because see, the North, us up north there on the United States, and us in the South, you got white folks fighting each other. Yes, it's masked, but it's happening. The Civil War among white people is going on right now. You don't want to see it. They're fighting. Some of them had the United States flag flying it upside down. Now remember I said about 400 of them. They had the United States flag upside down. They had the Confederate flag flying. The war was between the North and the South, and who would control the United States of America. And it's going on right now as we speak. But at the same time that they're fighting each other, they're coming together and in agreement to lynch us. You don't want to hear that. You're going to hear it because it's happening. And so I'm going to read some things, and this, brothers and sisters, is what we need to be focusing on. We need to be addressing this thing. We need to be shouting and telling our people what's going on. We need to be naming names of those people that are being lynched and have been lynched. We need to shout from the highest mountain, the lowest valley. We need to tell it everywhere we're going so that they can be exposed and they can know that we see you and we see what you're doing. That should be on everyone's agenda. How can you go to church when somebody gonna come in there and shoot you? No, it ain't gonna be white people. It's gonna be some dumb black people who don't understand that they're helping the Ku Klux Klan kill us. Helping. They ain't getting paid for it, but they're helping. So somebody floods our community with guns, all right? Even our police superintendent, a black man, done stepped down. That's because of how bad it has gotten. And some of the things he probably see right in the police force, because I told you that the Fraternal Order of Police, most of them are are Ku Klux Klansmen. I said that. I said that board members of the National Rifle Association, Ku Klux Klan. Yes, they're fighting each other, but yet at the same time, they're killing us all. And so here we have a black man found hanging from a tree at a police station in Washington, D.C. Then there was a report in the newspaper, and they said that this new report finds more than 70 suspected modern-day lynchings in the Deep South since 2000. You know it's more than 70, don't you? Since 2000. Now let me give you all the way up to 2026. Let me give you the states that these lynchings are happening in so you can know. Mississippi, which has always been one of the main ones, probably the most people being lynched. And it's on here, statistics says 20 since 2021. It's more now. You got Texas, 13. Remember, this is since 2021. Georgia, 14. Louisiana, 11. Florida, 11. Tennessee, 5. Alabama, 1. Now, in the next column, it talks about hate crimes. I'm not going to read that. Not going to read that. Why won't you read that, Brother Minister? Because for some strange reason, and it ain't really strange, that every time there's any kind of anytime there's some kind of survey or study on something, black people that do the study is still dumb enough to keep throwing everybody else in with us. So the statistics on hate crimes include Asians, transgenders, alphabet people, and everybody else. So what does that say then? If all the lynchings, we already know what color they are. But the hate crimes, we got to talk about everybody and throw everybody in it with us. But I bet you, ain't none of them other ethnic groups and they talking in they big meetings mentioning us at all. But we continue to do it. Oh yeah, I've been preaching this since 1991 till I'm red in the face, white in the face, and any other color. And still, we go back to sleep all the time. And then we wake up in the morning and we act like everything is okay. And the rest of us look the other way because we're afraid to address it. And some of us are already in it and scared to get out. But yet we want to be free. Yet we want to celebrate Juneteenth. Yet we want to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday. We want to celebrate Malcolm X's birthday. But yet at the same time, all we do is celebrate, pomp and circumstances, have fun. Celebrate. BET Awards, black people. Look like a whole strip with a lot of pimps in it. But if you look at the Grammys, it won't look like that. Will it? Yeah, look at the difference. But then you look at us, and they glorifying it, and we happy. Butts out, everything out. Some girl, y'all know who it was. I don't know who she was. She came on dancing. She had on the jacket. She had on the blouse and some pants and some funny looking boots. It was all white. And she was dancing and rapping. Then she took her coat off. Her little jacket off. She was rapping and all. Then she unzipped her pants and it was open. And then she just kept on doing her rapping all. And at the end of the song, she threw her pants down on the ground. What was the reason for that? Now it's over. Everybody clapping. Pants down there by her ankles. And everybody clapping. Brothers and sisters, if God decides to take us out, you just might as well shut the hell up and say we deserve it. Just don't say a word. Don't be afraid. Just go freely to your grave. Because we are acting 100% ASS. And the rest of the people in your nice, beautiful homes and suburbs and wherever you at, you are so silent. You would rather walk around and keep us separated by our income and all of that, instead of removing all them doggone titles and saying that as a people, we are dying. We're killing each other and they killing us. You don't really understand how terrifying that could be. A group of white people come up to you and you feel so helpless and they drag you out from wherever you are and then they drag you somewhere in the dark. Nobody's listening to your cry. You screaming, you asking for help. Nobody cares. Even if you're in their neighborhood, they ain't gonna even look out the window. And now they beating you mercilessly and you about 18, 19, 17 years old. Then they dragging you. One boy was dismembered and thrown in the woods. Now they putting something around your neck, whether it's a belt or a noose or whatever. Then they're hanging you. Straight up hanging you. And we do Zero about it. We're not saying anything about it. I'm standing here today to let you know that I will be talking about it. I will be researching it. I will be speaking on that and gun violence because they're both forms of lynching. Both. So I can't talk about economics and I can't go to the store without almost getting shot. I can't talk about economics. I can't pull up at a black gas station without getting shot. I can't talk about economics and I can't walk to the nearest store. I can't go get gas. I can't even go and look at a commercial space to check it out to say I want to rent it without thinking I got to look both ways when I come up out of there. And then when I get in my car, I got to look through my mirror, not for another car, but to see if ain't nobody coming up behind me to shoot me. How you going to talk about economics and you got bullets and missiles and guns and all that flying everywhere? How you going to even have a good church service? You keep on talking about God. Keep on talking about going to heaven. Somebody walk there now and say, all y'all want to go to heaven, we can kill you now. Everybody that want to go to heaven, stay here. Let's see if the church be still full. They got a gun, one of them little automatic with the spring. Say, hold on, y'all want to go to heaven, stay right here. We're going to take care of that for you. All those who want to leave, leave. How many people you think will be in there, y'all? So do they really want to go to heaven? See, everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. That's the whole deal, ain't it? See, and black people, I feel sorry. But you know what? Even if black people don't do this and don't bring it up and don't talk about it, those with influence, whatever little influence I have, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to expose these killings and these hangings. For the rest of this year, if it continues, I'm going to expose it. And I'm going to name the names of those who are being killed and where they're being killed at. You all heard me name some of them. So I'm not going to be with you long, but I thought I would say this so that you can understand we're at war. We're at war within ourselves, and we're at war with the people who are trying to take back control of America at our expense, at our demise. See, and we told you last week why they want to kill us all. Because they didn't want to see us free from the slave master, and they're mad because we helped those in the North win over the Confederates in the South. So they still want to kill us. Yes, they passed this down to their children. Yes, they passed all that information down to their grandchildren. And we are failing and passing it down to ours. So our brothers and sisters and children don't know what to look forward to. They aimlessly going out here with a white woman on their arm or a white man on their arm and walking right into the ambush because they don't know the history. And it's your fault if they don't know the history. Now, if you tell them and they continue to do it and don't believe it, your hands is clean. But if you didn't tell them, the blood is on your hands every time one of our brothers and sisters get hung. Every time one of our brothers and sisters gets shot, blood is on your hand. So I'm going to be crying out. I don't care what the prescribed reading is now, but my prescribed conversation is about gun violence and lynching, modern day lynching. Naming names, finding out who's responsible, and calling our brothers and sisters out to try to meet with me, whether here on a Sunday or any day, so that we can pray to the Father or whoever you believe in to give us some marching orders and some strategies to deal with this modern day lynching that they got us under. Because I'm not saying to go against Trump. Trump gonna do what he do in the White House. God sent him to do that. And God showed me he was going to do this. But at the same time, now that we're in it,
Do we supposed to sit back and just watch? And only say something when it's us or my family or your family? Then we get involved. See, you're going to be hearing from me. Every time I stand up here, I'm coming with statistics. I'm coming with what's going down. And I'm coming with asking who want to join me and hit the streets. Asking, if you want to join me and hit the streets, then I'm asking you to show up. Show up here on a Sunday and let me know that's what you want. What we marching for? No, we're not marching. We're walking. We're walking the community. We with the bullhorns, and everything you hear me saying here be said on that bullhorn. Why? Informing our brothers and sisters of what's coming. Informing our brothers and sisters of what to look out for. Informing our brothers and sisters that when we say we need to take our guns and hide them and keep them. I had a brother recently. He has a gun card and everything. He went to one of those it wasn't a show, where you go and shoot, a gun range. He told me it looked like it was a flood of white people at the gun range. He said it wasn't nothing but about 2 blacks, him and one other. He said, and they didn't come like they were coming just to, shoot. He said it looked like a family affair. The mother, the father, and the children were at the range, learning how to shoot. You think they just like we crazy enough to think this? You think they doing it because the person they trying to shoot is somebody that look like them? Do you think they're at the gun range because they now decided because of the economy they want to go hunting? Don't forget, brothers and sisters, that Harry Belafonte said, in the gun game, we are the most hunted. All right? We are the most hunted. Now I'm going to read a couple of scriptures real quick. All right? So you can know who we're fighting. Ephesians 2:2 says, wherein in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air. What? The spirit that now works in the children of disobedience. Did you hear me? The children of disobedience. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, everything spiritual ain't all righteous. You got spiritual wickedness too. And if you can't discern exactly what's what, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. I ain't talking about no man in no panties and no red legs and no black beard and a fork. Not talking about that one. That's a myth. I'm talking about the one that done the most damage on this planet than any other race on this planet. And I don't care if we killing each other, we got to look at what's behind that. And every time you get to the root of it, you're going to see the diabolical people or persons that's involved in it. If you go to the root, I don't mean halfway at the root. I mean, dig down to the root and let's get some of the ugly truth. Couple of more scriptures and I'm out of here. But you know now where I'm going to be for this summer. I'm putting prescribed readings on hold, being honest with you. And we're going to have to start discussing this, and we're going to have to do some research, and we're going to have to do some telling it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere, just like the song go. We got to do this. I don't see nobody else doing it. I go look on TikTok, a lot of people, but they ain't got no influence. Toma got a name since 1990. Toma got some people that got a little influence. Some of our musicians and some of our entertainers can't say nothing because they'll lose whatever it is they got. But who cares? You got to look at the future of our babies. You're not going to be here forever, those my age and all. But look what we're leaving. We're leaving them behind on this planet, just as dumb as a bag of rocks to their history, to who the enemy really is, to what happened to us then, and not even comparing it to showing us to what's happening to us right now. If ain't nobody telling it, we gonna tell it here. And when the Creator take me, I will rest in peace knowing that I've done all I can to warn our people, to show our people, to even give strategy, whether we take it or not, in order to get back for us that which is what was given to us from the very beginning, and that is freedom of choice and freedom to be who we are as a people. I don't care if you want to call us Black, Asiatic, Travis Shabazz, Hebrews, Moors, whatever it is. But whatever you want to call yourself, I know that we in the United States of America are a brand new people. And so whatever one of them names you want to call ourselves, it's all right with me. But I'm going to tell you, them bullets don't give a damn which one of them names you got. I want you to know that noose, when that doggone white man in the South get one of your relatives, they don't care if they from the Nation of Islam or Yolam or nothing. They don't give a damn. So I can't stay quiet. I can't stay quiet. I'm going to read this last one and I'm out of here. Last scripture. In the book of Romans. You can read it for yourself. 13, because we are the lost 13 tribe. I'm going to read 11, 12, and 13, and I'm going to close. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. That's why they're doing it. That's why all this is happening. On every level, spiritual, physical, esoterically, it's a war. And these so-called meteors falling out the sky, these ain't nothing but planes that got shot down between, I'll get to it one day, between other species up there fighting. And one gets shot down, it goes into our Earth's atmosphere. You got earthquakes everywhere. 6, 7, and 8 of them happening at the same time. Major ones, 7 on the Richter scale. Earthquakes, destroying everybody, tsunamis. It's going on, y'all. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. Understand, brothers and sisters, this was just my opening. And this was just me stating my subject. But every time now you see me on this camera, I'm talking about 3 things. I'm talking about the modern day lynchings in the South. I'm talking about the gun violence. And I'm going to be talking about our missing children, women and children. That's my research. And that's what you're going to hear, whatever God give me to share with you. I want to share with you a dream, vision that God gave me of where to search and looking for some of our children that are being trafficked. So whoever get a hold of this, if the enemy get a hold of it, I'll tell you now, Mr. and Mrs. Enemy, that if you want to silence me so I can't tell what that vision was, so y'all can continue doing your little trafficking, don't worry about it. I had it last year and I told it to about 100 people. So you can do that if you want to. God bless you. God keep you. I leave you as I greeted you. Peace. Hotep. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Habar Ghanim. Alafia. Black Power. Peace, peace.